Hello students, our paper number 4, Electricity and Magnetism second. Unit number 3, from that subtopic 1, AC circuits. As we utter a word AC, then it is termed as alternating current. As we know, in electronics there are two types of current. One is direct current and another is alternating current. Now in this topic we have to learn about circuits which are running through the AC currents. Hence name of the topic is AC circuits. When a coil is kept rotating in uniform magnetic field about an axis in the plane of the coil perpendicular to the magnetic field with angular speed omega and alternating EMF given by E equal to E naught times sine of omega t is generated between the ends of the wire of the coil. Now in the expression of this EMF, sine factor is there. Means AC signal is a sinusoidal waveform. It is its indication. E equal to E naught sin omega t. It is generated between the ends of the wire of the magnetic coil. After regular interval of time t by 2, the EMF reverses its direction and t equal to 2 pi upon omega is the time period of this wave. Means for after every t, which is calculated by the formula 2 pi upon omega, repeats itself, alternating EMF is shown by a symbol. Now the EMF induced in a coil is known as inductance, denoted by V at L is equal to L times di by dt, that is rate of change of current or time derivative of current into L is equal to the EMF induced in a coil of inductance L. And the potential difference about the condenser is Vc equal to Q upon C. What is Q? The charge, and it is equal to integral I dt upon C, means it is again related to the current in AC circuits. When current passing through them is varying, then the quantities like inductive reactance XL, capacitive reactance XC and impedance Z. As we know the values of XL and XC and the resistance used in that circuit, then we have to calculate the impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, where XL equal to inductive reactance and XC equal to capacitive reactance. Let us move further as complex numbers. Generally, A and B are any two real numbers, then the quantity A plus J times B or I times B is called as a complex number, where J, or sometimes generally it is taken as I in this notation here, because here small I is used for current. Hence here for reference we are taking that complex number as J, and that is J is equal to square root of minus 1. Therefore the quantity square root of A square plus B square equal to R is called as modulus of the complex number. As our quantity A plus JB is there, and therefore the quantity A square plus B square equal to R is known as modulus of the complex number. If A equal to R cos theta, B equal to R sin theta, and the impedance Z equal to A plus JB is equal to R, then the resultant equation becomes I times sin theta plus cos theta is called the argument of the complex number. The imaginary quantity J equal to square root of minus 1 can be used as an operator, and J is equal to square root of minus 1 is termed as J square equal to minus 1, j cube equal to minus j fourth equal to plus 1. Alternatively, the even numbered pairs are minus and odd numbered are even numbered are plus 1 and odd numbered are minus 1, because j equal to square root of minus 1, j square equal to minus 1, hence all even and odd. If we multiply any vector say b, then j square b equal to minus b. Sign is reverse, which is shown on multiplying vector by j square. It is reversed or rotated through 180 degree. It is represented in the following diagram. That is imaginary axis versus real axis. X, O, Y is the coordinate system, and that r bar equal to a bar plus jb bar. Vector starts from origin O and along with A. The vector joining the point B, P to A is JB, and therefore r bar equal to a bar plus jb bar is the axis. If a bar and b bar are the vectors in the same direction, if both the vectors are in the same direction, then jb bar and a bar are vector perpendicular to each other. It is shown in the present diagram. The position vector of any point P A may be represented by the vector OP bar equal to R bar, P bar equal to A bar plus JB bar, OA bar is equal to simply A bar, AP bar is equal to JB bar, and it is equal to R. Therefore, R is equal to square root of A square plus B square. It is the real part of the real part is represented on the x-axis, and hence it is called as the real axis, whereas the imaginary part JB represented along y-axis, hence it is called as the imaginary axis. Means in order to represent the complex number, there is a need of representation of imaginary and complex numbers. Imaginary number is represented along y-axis, hence y-axis is imaginary axis, and real number is expressed, or real part of the equation is represented along x-axis, hence x-axis is known as real axis. Therefore, this graphical presentation is among imaginary number, complex number to real number. By moving further with reference to this present diagram, the angle POX equal to theta represented in the diagram, A equal to R cos theta and B is equal to R sin theta. Hence, OP bar vector is R cos theta plus JR sin theta. But if we calculate the tan theta, then it is equal to B upon A by referring the diagram. Hence, theta simply equal to tan inverse of B upon A. It is relation between A and B numbers and that of the angle between this OP bar and OA bar. In order to clear the ideas of imaginary part and the real part, this graphical representation is very important for these ideas. Now,